Presented by Listen Headlines, latest world news from trusted sources. Updating daily at 6 a.m. New York. Fox World News.
September 18, 5:15 America, New York. Biden arrives in UK for Queen's funeral. Liz Truss meeting postponed. President Joe Biden arrived in London on Saturday to pay respects to Queen Elizabeth II at her funeral and to attend a formal state reception hosted by King Charles III.
The Washington Times stories. Advocacy.
September 18, 5:13 America, New York. Live updates. Charles's wife pays tribute to the late Queen. London. The wife of King Charles III is paying tribute to the late Queen Elizabeth II and her strength as a woman in a world dominated by male leaders for much of her 70-year reign.
https://globalnews.ca/feed/.
September 18, 5 o'clock America, New York. BC municipal election 2022, Silverton results. Silverton residents will vote on October 15 to elect a new council in the 2022 BC municipal election. Silverton.
New York Times World News. September 18, 5 o'clock America, New York. How Russian trolls helped keep the Women's March out of lockstep. As American feminists came together in 2017 to protest Donald Trump, Russia's disinformation machine set about deepening the divides among them. New York Times World News.
September 18, 4:28 America, New York. Powerful earthquake strikes Taiwan. A southeastern county was shaken by a strong trembler for the second day in a row, and the authorities were working to assess damage. USGS map of 6.9 magnitude earthquake in Taiwan on September 18, 2022.
BBC News World. September 18, 4:05 America, New York. Ukraine war. Gravesites prompt calls for tribunal over Russian killings. The call comes as bodies are exhumed from hundreds of graves in areas recently liberated by Ukraine.
Washington Post World.
September 18, 3:35 America, New York. Taiwan struck by second strong earthquake in as many days. A strong earthquake has shaken Taiwan as a series aftershocks hit the self-governing island off China's east coast.
World News. Breaking international news and headlines. Sky News.
September 18, 2:41 America, New York. Super typhoon batters southern Japan, forcing thousands to flee their homes. A powerful typhoon bearing down on southern Japan has seen the region battered by gales and torrential rain, leading to blackouts, major transport disruption and the evacuation of thousands of people. Heavy rain and wind caused by Typhoon Nanmadol hits Japan and #39's southernmost main island of Kyushu, Pic. Kyoto via Reuters.
Fox World News.
September 18, 2:23 America, New York. USBacked fighters rescue tens of thousands of women and children in raid on ISIS al-Hol camp. The US-backed Kurdish-led Syrian Democratic Forces led a 24-day raid on a refugee camp in northern Syria, resulting in the rescue of thousands of women and children from IS fighters.
BBC News World.
September 18, 2:15 America, New York. Paul Pogba. Juventus midfielder's brother Matthias charged over alleged extortion plot. The brother of Juventus and France midfielder Paul Pogba is being charged and detained over an alleged plot to extort money from the former Manchester United player.
World News. Breaking international news and headlines. Sky News.
September 18, 2:06 America, New York. Being 60 is nothing. French Spider-Man scales 613 feet skyscraper to mark landmark birthday. Alain Robert, the free climber dubbed the French Spider-Man, has scaled a 48-story skyscraper in Paris to mark his 60th birthday. French and amp. #39. Spider-Man and amp. #39. Alain Robert climbs the Total Energies skyscraper in Paris. Fox World News.
September 18, 2 o'clock America, New York. Chinese currency still depicting Mao Zedong indicates leftist murderers get a pass in history. Gordon Chong says the depiction of Mao Zedong on the Chinese renminbi indicates that leftist murderers get a pass for their crimes.
Washington Post World.
September 18, 1:49 America, New York. 27 dead after bus overturns on highway in China. A bus overturned on an expressway in southwestern China, leaving 27 people dead and injuring 20 others.
Washington Post World.
September 18, 1:27 America, New York. Powerful typhoon pounds southern Japan. thousands evacuated. A powerful typhoon approaching southern Japan is pounding the region with strong winds and heavy rain.
Mirror World News.
September 18. 005 America New York. Super typhoon warning as Japan braces for destructive and unprecedented storm. The Japan Meteorological Agency issued a special typhoon warning for 2 million people in the Kagoshima prefecture on the island of Kyushu, with residents urged to evacuate. BBC News World.
September 18. 002 America New York. Joe Biden arrives in London for Queen's funeral. The U.S. president is among some 500 world leaders and foreign dignitaries coming to London.
New York Times World News.
September 18. 001 America New York. In South Korea, President Yoon treads fine line between U.S. and China. Yoon Suk-yeol has aligned his country more closely with the United States, but there are limits to how far he can go without angering China or provoking North Korea. President Yoon Suk-yeol of South Korea